Journey in Missouri. Could you please, okay, two questions. What is the Companion Bible and how is it different from a regular Bible? Well, first of all, the Companion Bible is a King James Version Bible, but we recommend it as a study Bible. It has scholarly notes, number one, done by probably one of the best Christian scholars of the last 2 centuries, E.W. Bullinger. And it's not a commentary Bible by any means, but you'll find scholarly notes. In fact, is oftentimes after we read the pastors here on the chapel, when we read a verse, oftentimes the comments that we make after a verse are paraphrased from Dr. Bullinger's notes in the Companion Bible. Oftentimes not, but oftentimes that's the case. But you also have, and as I mentioned today when we were talking about the acrostics in the Psalms, there are 198 appendices at the back of the Companion Bible, and I mentioned Appendix 63, which explains the acrostics in the Psalms. And the 198 appendices are special studies on a variety of subjects, and when you're reading the King James Version text in the Companion Bible, you have an extra wide right margin, and most of the time it's about half the page. And that serves as a companion, thus the name of the Companion Bible, to the King James Version text. And in there you'll find scholarly notes explaining figures of speech. For example, if I were to say to you in English, let's go out and paint the town red tonight. If you were an American and raised here, you would know exactly what I meant. But if you were a German who had learned English as a second language, and I said, let's go out and paint the town red tonight, they might take that literally to mean, well, we got to go down to the hardware store and get a bucket of paint and a brush. But that's not what we're talking about. There are figures of speech just exactly like that in the Hebrew language and in the Greek language. And if you don't have somebody to explain those to you, they go right over your head and you don't understand. Customs of the times are also explained. Then your second question, why is the King James Version Bible used as the reference Bible? What makes it so special? Well, and then you mentioned the NIV and other translations. We recommend the King James Version Bible because it's the only Bible that you can use in conjunction with the Strong's Exhaustive Concordance of the Bible. That allows you to take any word in the English King James Version Bible back to the original languages. Very important to be able to do, and it adds meaning as well. If you have a Companion Bible and a Strong's Concordance, you really have the tools that you need to do in-depth study with us here at the chapel. And if you have to pick one or the other, if you have a King James Version Bible, get the Strong's Concordance first, because it's one, it's less expensive. Secondly, it will provide you with greater information, I believe, and it's more critical to your studies than the Companion. Both are excellent works. Isabel in Texas.